Right now, giving a boost to some, we're helping you understand who is about to be eligible for an extra COVID vaccine and who may need to wait.
Also quickly collapsing. The situation in Afghanistan is dire, with the Taliban getting closer to retaking the capital as the U.S. scrambles to get out.
Plus, it's your last chance, but not too late, to help local children. We're live at the Boys and Girls Club on the final night of our school supply drive. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
A CDC committee authorized a third vaccine dose today for some people. The booster shot would be for people with compromised immune systems or those who received an organ transplant. About 7 million people in the U.S. are immunocompromised. Right now, the booster is only for those who get the Pfizer or Moderna vaccine.
The CDC still has to put out guidelines about who exactly will be eligible for a booster, and the director needs to sign off on it.
But doctors believe they know who will be the first in line to be approved. Jamie Perez joins us now to explain. Jamie?
All right, well, the CDC is meeting today to determine those guidelines, but this is just the first step towards approving booster shots for other groups later down the line.
So I've been immunocompromised since I was young.
For people with weakened immune systems like Juliana Ricciardi, news that people like her may be eligible for a COVID booster came with a major welcome.
When I was like 6 or 7, I was diagnosed with celiac disease, and then later found out that I had fructose malabsorption and a couple other intestinal issues.
An additional dose could help increase protection for these individuals, which is especially important as the Delta variant spreads.
Doctors are still not positive who exactly will be able to get the first booster shots, but UW Health's Dr. Bill Hartman has a good idea about who's at the top of the list.
Our organ transplant patients and many patients who are receiving chemotherapy for their cancer, their immune systems can't mount a normal response, including to vaccines. And so it was seen that their antibody levels were much lower. So giving them this third dose of either Pfizer or Moderna is really going to boost their immune response.
Ricciardi doesn't fit the top of the list description, but like many, she's eager to find out when people with conditions like her can get that third dose.
It only give me peace of mind because my family also is immune compromised. So it would feel a lot better with the new strains of COVID coming out. I'd feel more comfortable.
Hartman said people who are eligible for that third dose would need to wait 2 months after receiving their second shot to get the booster. Immunocompromised people only make up about 3% of the U.S. population, so this booster will really only be available to a limited number of people. Now, the folks over at SSM Health told me they will reach out to their eligible patients once that final recommendation from the CDC is released.
Jamie, thank you. And according to the CDC, upwards of 1 million people have received unauthorized extra doses of the COVID-19 vaccine. Those doses were administered before the FDA yesterday authorized third doses for certain people with compromised immune systems. The CDC says roughly 140 million people have completed a 2-dose regimen of either the Moderna or Pfizer vaccine.
And Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine protects people for at least 6 months, even against the Delta variant. Researchers from the National Institutes of Health looked for evidence of protection in the blood from 24 fully vaccinated volunteers at several time points. The team found that after 6 months, 96% of samples had a full antibody response against the Delta variant. 6 months after the second dose of the Moderna vaccine, just over half of the blood samples maintained antibodies against the Beta variant.
A father and son are charged with faking vaccine passports to try to get into Hawaii. This father and son duo, Trevor and Norbert Chung, were arrested after someone tipped off officials they had fake vaccine documents. The Hawaiian Attorney General's office says a task force is looking for vaccine card violators.
The government's COVID-19 funeral assistance program has distributed more than $1 billion. The Federal Emergency Management Agency says it has helped some 150,000 people since April. The government reimbursed up to $9,000 for each COVID-19 victim. It covers transferring remains, burial, plots, caskets, clergy services, cremation, and headstones. FEMA says it still has 90,000 pending applications. The agency received $52 billion in the COVID-19 relief bills passed in December and March.
Rock County will require its staff and visitors in county facilities to wear masks. The Rock County Board of Supervisors passed a resolution reinstating face covering requirements. Masks will be required starting on Monday. Well, plenty of sunshine, warm, but not as humid to start the weekend. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast with meteorologist Dana Fulton on the weather patio. Dana?
When we talk about summer and August afternoons, this is right where we should be. It's really nice outside right now, pleasant and sunny and comfortable with our temperatures and our dew points. Looking at our Doppler track, it has stayed quiet all day. That pattern will continue as we look ahead to Saturday and Sunday. A sunny sky for your evening with temperatures near 80 degrees right now, right where we should be. Dew points in the low 50s. So we're at 80 in Madison, 82 in Janesville, 81 in Platteville. Compared to this time yesterday, a bit of a drop on our temperatures, a bigger drop for our dew points. Those dew points in the 50s, which means it feels really comfortable outside. That's at about a 13-degree drop for Madison, a 20-degree drop for Janesville in the last 24 hours. So it truly does feel a little bit better. Light breeze coming in from the northwest right now. That's keeping things cooler for us as we look overnight, dropping down to the low 50s for overnight lows. Wouldn't be surprised if some areas north of the Dells see the mid to upper 40s tonight. 79 the high for tomorrow. Another mostly sunny day and pleasant. We're expecting a really nice Saturday and Sunday, but we'll take a closer look at your Fulton day in just a few minutes.
All right, Dana, thank you. The Pentagon says most of the 3,000 American soldiers deployed to Afghanistan to evacuate U.S. Embassy personnel in Kabul will be on the ground by the end of the weekend. The situation there is rapidly deteriorating, with the Taliban taking more territory overnight. They now hold more than a dozen provincial capitals, including Kandahar, the country's second largest city. A defense official says the capital of Kabul could be threatened within 30 days or possibly faster.
It appears as if they are trying to get Kabul isolated. We've planned for a lot of contingencies, and this was certainly one of them.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has asked the Biden administration to brief Congress on the situation when they return the week of August 23rd. So far, President Biden has defended his decision to withdraw U.S. combat troops by the end of the month.
The teenager accused of killing a Verona student has pleaded guilty. 17-year-old Myjean Sanders pleaded guilty to felony murder and armed robbery today in Dane County Court. Sanders is convicted of killing Shay Watson in 2019 during a fight over marijuana. Prosecutors say Sanders will be sentenced as an adult and will ask for no more than 16 years in prison for Sanders. He'll be sentenced in October.
Well, people are facing thousands of dollars in debt after the state told them they made a filing mistake and received too much money for unemployment. Yesterday, our investigative team revealed how those people could face hundreds of dollars a month in payments. And today, lawmakers are calling on the state to change.
Investigative reporter Naomi Coles talked to Representative Barbara Dietrich, who says she's hearing this story again and again. Naomi?
That's right. My report found warrants for this kind of debt are on track to double this year from both last year and 2019 before the pandemic started. Republican Representative Barbara Dietrich says she's not necessarily calling for these debts to be forgiven if they're legitimate. She wants more transparency, though, on what the issues are first from the department. When I asked whether the Republican-led legislators should have helped out the Department of Workforce Development with more funding and resources, she insisted money isn't the problem.
I have a 21-year-old constituent right now, a single mother, who they claim owes $10,000 in overpayment. They have a lien on her property.
What is it that you want the Department of Workforce Development to do in response to this?
The number one thing they could do is just be kind to people. It's a culture problem, not a money problem.
If the secretary-designee can't reverse these problems, Dietrich says she shouldn't be confirmed. For our full report and our past reports on these debt issues, check channel3000.com/news3investigates.
Naomi, thank you. It took nearly 2.5 years, but now Wisconsin veterans who are suffering from cancer are getting more support right here in Madison. The William S. Middleton Memorial Veterans Hospital held a ribbon cutting for its new cancer center today. Construction for the over 13,000 square foot center started in 2018. The new center features cutting-edge technology, including a state-of-the-art system called Identify that uses a 3D camera, allowing therapists to effectively deliver treatment. The facility will have 16 specialized staff. Dennis McDonough, Secretary of Veterans Affairs, traveled to Madison to tour the facility, and he says it's a game changer for veterans.
This center is simply amazing. And I can't wait to take a very close look at the technology new to the hospital that will allow for better outcomes for veterans for years to come. A design that will allow for 4 additional floors above it for future expansion, critical given the location of the VA campus here in Madison and limits on additional buildings.
The center will provide radiation therapy to Madison and Toma-based patients.
Well, today marks the final day to give to the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County Back to School Drive.
News 3 Now has been partnering to bring in donations all week long. Our Adam Duxter is at the Boys and Girls Club off Allied Drive with the final request they're making before the drive wraps up. Adam?
Well, it certainly has been a very busy week of donations, but now the Boys and Girls Club has all of the results to show for it. They've got over 300 students in the Madison area that are going to benefit from the generosity of all of you, our viewers, donating the book bags, donating all the supplies, and making this all happen over the course of the last 10 days. And I'm joined now by Laura from the Boys and Girls Club. And Laura, it is done. The drive stops now at 5 o'clock.
Yes.
But are you feeling, help me understand, how are you feeling?
Very excited. And, also just I can't wait till the kids get to come through and select a backpack. I know myself, I was always excited about, the brand new shoes and laying out that outfit for the first day of school. And so, here at Boys and Girls Club, we're just so excited that we can be a part of families, of being able to help them have all the resources they need so that they can have an exciting first day of school, have all those resources there at hand, and, just be prepared for learning. And for some of our preschoolers, you'll even get a brand new book, that you can enjoy at home and maybe even in school. So, we're just so excited about being here, being in the community and engaged with families. Boys and Girls Club model is whatever it takes. And this is the stuff we're here to do.
And I look through, not too many big words in there. So if you're nervous about the books, you are going to be just fine. But again, here at the Boys and Girls Club off Allied Drive, a huge show of generosity, all from the Madison community, making it happen.
It's been an amazing, amazing event.
Really
thanks, everybody who helped out, and thanks to you, too, as well. We'll see you at 6. The Salvation Army is also getting students ready for the upcoming school year. A backyard bash was held at the Salvation Army Community Center this afternoon. Vendors and donors passed out school supplies to kids on the east side, and the Salvation Army is continuing to ask for people to donate.
Well, there's more to come on News 3 Now at 5. Up next, flying cows. We'll explain what's going on in this crazy video from Turkey ahead at 5.
The man who led the Madison Police Department for 16 months retires. Vic Wall looks back at his time as the acting chief. That's coming up tonight at 6.
And small gains led to record closes on Wall Street. The Dow added 15.5 points. The NASDAQ jumped a little more than a half dozen. The S&P gained 7. And we will be right back.
Save on the best name brand mattresses with the A1 Instant Rebate with a huge selection in stock now. Your choice, 14-inch firm or plush queen mattress, just $4.99.
Madison's locally owned family furniture store.
Save online or in-store with the A1 Instant Rebate.
Provide comfort throughout your home with help from Menards. Check out our selection of Hunter ceiling fans. Whether you're looking for a traditional design or are drawn to something a little more modern, like the Everdeen fan, all Hunter fans are 11% off. Remove moisture from the air with a Polonus dehumidifier. They help protect against mold and mildew. Save 11% on all Polonus dehumidifiers. Get 11% off everything now at Menards.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
At Pick and Save, we take scrutinizing freshness to a whole new level, where only the best of the best of the best will do. But just because you can't get any higher than perfect 10 produce, that doesn't mean that we won't try. Because Pick and Save produce isn't just fresh, it's fresher than fresh. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
I don't just play someone brainy on TV. I'm an actual neuroscientist, and I love the science behind Neuriva Plus. Unlike ordinary memory supplements, Neuriva Plus fuels 6 key indicators of brain performance. More brain performance, yes please. Neuriva, think bigger.
Since 1976, Feldco stood the test of time. It's Feldco's 45th anniversary! Time to get down! To celebrate Feldco's 45th anniversary, get 45% off windows today. That's cause for a celebration.
45% off windows won't last long. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Save now on furniture with the A1 Instant Rebate with a huge selection of inventory available now. Your choice 2-piece sofa and love seater sectional, just $9.99.
Madison's locally owned family furniture store.
Save online or in-store with the A1 Instant Rebate.
Tonight at 6, we'll tell you whether you are eligible for a COVID booster shot under new guidance. And a familiar face retires from the Madison Police Department. Assistant Chief Vic Wall looks back on his time with the Madison PD.
Back to school is not what it used to be.
There are new safety concerns, new protocols, and lots of questions.
We can help you navigate some of those hurdles with our Back to School series.
Join us every morning starting at 6:30 a.m. only on News 3 Now this morning.
Search efforts are continuing in Turkey as officials say the death toll from the severe floods and mudslides rose to 31 after search and rescue crews recovered 10 more bodies overnight. Officials believe dozens more people are missing. Torrential rain pounded the Black Sea coastal provinces on Wednesday, which caused the flooding that demolished homes and bridges. Emergency crews rescued a cow today that had been stranded in floodwaters for 2 days in a town in northern Turkey. The cow was lifted with a crane and brought to safety. The floods are the second natural disaster to strike this country this month. The floods among the worst Turkey has ever experienced. They brought chaos to northern provinces just as authorities were declaring wildfires that raged through southern coastal regions for 2 weeks had been brought under control.
Well, the National Hurricane Center has issued a tropical storm warning for the Florida Keys. Take a look at the track of the storm. It's producing heavy rains across Cuba right now. It's currently a tropical depression, but could strengthen back into a tropical storm over the next 12 hours. Portions of South Florida could receive rainfall up to 10 inches. Right now, there are tropical storm watches on Florida's west coast that they have been extended. And talk about a hot summer. July was the hottest month ever recorded around the world. That's according to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. NOAA released its data today showing the combined land and ocean surface temperatures on Earth was nearly 2 degrees hotter than what's considered average. They say it was the hottest July in 142 years, and that is disturbing. It's been a hot summer, but Dana, cool off a little bit for us.
Cooling off, thankfully. It has been a hot summer so far. Also a bit of a stormy few weeks for us. Really quick, updating our tornado count so far for 2021. This year, we've already had 26 tornadoes on the ground in Wisconsin. 24 of those just in that 15-day stretch between the 28th of July and August 11th. 15 of those from the 28th, 29th outbreak, that overnight outbreak we had in July into early on the 29th. The strongest tornadoes so far, the EF3 in Boscobel on July 7th, just over the weekend. Overall, the division here, about 14 of those EF1s and 11 EF0s coming passing through Wisconsin. When we're ranking these, the survey teams go out afterwards to assess the damage and see how strong those wind speeds were and likely the strength of our tornado. So these are estimates when they go out and survey what damage was likely caused by an EF0. Those wind speeds 65 to 85 miles per hour roughly, but notice the difference in strength there between an EF0 and an EF3 that went through Boscobel this weekend. Significant damage, a very, very strong tornado passing through. Our peak usually earlier in the year for the monthly tornado average, usually in June when we see more of a mixing in that warm and cool air. Now we're in the middle of August. Things should start to calm down a little bit for us, and at least for the next 10 days, it does look like things will calm down a little bit as our Doppler track nice and quiet right now, and that's the trend for the weekend and heading into the start of next week. Pleasant, still less humid outside, that dry pattern settling in for the start of the week, and man, it is going to be nice outside for Saturday and Sunday. Mostly clear skies overnight. That's going to allow things to cool down quite a bit. Mid to low 50s for overnight lows. Areas north of the Dells could see the 40s tonight into Saturday morning. Saturday, mostly sunny. High temperatures will be in the upper 70s, close to 80. For Sunday morning, we land yet again in the 50s for overnight lows. Afternoon highs will be back close to 80 with all that sunshine coming through for Sunday as well. High temperatures tomorrow near 80, mostly sunny and pleasant. It's nice just to talk about nice weather. That'll be the trend for the weekend and the start of next week. Partly sunny skies for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Our next system starts to bring in a chance for showers and thunderstorms Thursday and Friday. That rain system bringing in a slight chance on Saturday and potentially a pullback on those temperatures by the end of the weekend into the start of the next week, but not a big warm up in front of the system. That's good news. We're going to hold on to the low 80s. Might see a little bit of an increase in our humidity by the end of the week, but temperature wise, things should hold fairly steady for us. As far as traffic conditions right now, some delays along the Beltline, east and westbound right now. A few slowdown spots. Construction, of course, keeping things a little slower along the Beltline for us. And downtown Madison looks fairly smooth. No accidents to report for us in Dane County right now. As far as Rock County goes, downtown Janesville, those stop and go spots, but otherwise things look okay. 14 looks good through Rock County, and then the interstate north and southbound right now. Not seeing any major delays. In fact, from the Beltline to Janesville, sitting pretty close to average, about 25 miles per hour, or 25 minutes to get from the Beltline to Janesville. From Middleton to Sauk City, close to 16 minutes, and downtown to Sun Prairie, quick 19-minute drive this evening. That's a quick look at traffic.
Dana, thank you. Homeowners across Wisconsin are cleaning up after storm damage hit their homes. What tips the Better Business Bureau has as people prepare to file insurance claims. That's next at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
It's time for back to school, so get to Rogan's today for styles your kids will love. Plus, save the receipt and the next pair is half price. Family Savings gets an A+ at Rogan's.
Selection, service, name brands, and the second pair is half price. Visit online at roganshoes.com.
If you can afford to launch yourself into space, you can pay your fair share in taxes. But billionaires and big corporations have avoided paying taxes for years. President Joe Biden's plan makes the rich pay their fair share so we can cut taxes for families with children and create millions of good jobs. Tell Senator Ron Johnson to stop putting billionaires ahead of the middle class. If you can afford to joyride in space, you can pay your fair share.
Don't you wish you could wave a magic wand and have whiter teeth? Well, you can, but it's not magic. It's power swabs. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and boom, whiter teeth and a better smile. And since you're not dealing with messy trays or awkward strips, you're less vulnerable to the harsh sensitivity they sometimes create.
I've used strips. They seem to really hurt my teeth. The power swabs, it just seemed very gentle.
It's so simple and easy. You just open it, you apply it to your teeth, you forget it's there, and I noticed that they're white and bright again like they were before. I
noticed actually a difference the first time that I used Power Swabs. You put on the first coat and then the activator goes on, and immediately you start seeing it working.
It only takes 5-minute applications to get a brighter, whiter smile with Power Swabs. You just snap, swab, and smile. Power Swabs have been clinically studied to whiten natural teeth and remove stains from caps, crowns, and veneers. It's so powerful, it removes stains from coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking.
I love my coffee in the morning.
I will never stop drinking coffee. I will not be the person drinking hot coffee with a straw.
As much coffee as I drink, I can use my Power Swabs and eliminate the staining.
When I use the Power Swabs, I applied it directly to my front tooth where the coffee stain was.
I like being able to individually get the teeth, and most importantly, it got kind of in between the grooves.
You can put it directly on the stain that you see on your teeth, and it's so precise.
But as powerful as it is, it's also gentle and causes 0 to minimal sensitivity.
This didn't sting, it didn't burn, it didn't have an aftertaste. It was just a swab, and I just got a rubber on my teeth, and that was it.
Take it from me as someone who has gone the dental route, but has also gone on the shelf route, and I've not really seen anything work as effective and as easy as Power Swabs.
Whiten your teeth today by ordering Power Swabs and receive 40% off the regular price. Shipping is free, plus you'll receive a free quick stick pen to use on the go after meals or a cup of coffee. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
I kept my receipt from the last time I was at Rogan's to save even more and back to school for my kids. The shoes I'm getting today are half price. I get the best savings for my family at Rogan's.
Selection, service, name brands, and the second pair is half price. Visit online at roganshoes.com.
Many communities in southern Wisconsin saw damage from storms this past week, and as homeowners are preparing to repair their homes, the Better Business Bureau wants to make sure that you have the tools you need to do so. The BBB says you should take photos of the damage to have on record, and after you do that, you should call your insurance agent so they can help you review your policy and tell you how much time you have to file a claim.
That deductible amount is super important as well. You want to review that coverage with your agent even once a year, just to make sure that you're comfortable with the deductible that's going to be out of pocket. Maybe your financial situation has changed in the last year. So it's always important to be comfortable and review those policies.
The BBB is also reminding homeowners to be on the lookout for scam contractors. They look real, so make sure you look them up online. Also, when it comes to paying your contractor, make sure you're doing that with a credit card.
New York's top Democrat in the Assembly said that his chamber will suspend its impeachment investigation into Governor Andrew Cuomo once he steps down. Cuomo announced his upcoming resignation on Tuesday, days after he faced increasing pressure to resign or face ouster by the Democratic-controlled legislature. The state attorney general last week released an independent investigation that found Cuomo sexually harassed at least 11 women. Cuomo is scheduled to step down the week after next. And we'll have a final check of your first warn forecast when we come back.
Ashley Home Store's biggest multi-million-dollar mattress clearance event is on now. Get the lowest price in Wisconsin on doorbusters like these. Shop clearance and overstocks while they last. Pay as little as $20 a month for Tempur-Pedic. No interest financing for 6 years. Only at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Erectile dysfunction for men of all ages has become much more common. In fact, most men don't realize that 90% of erectile dysfunction is a direct result of broken down old blood vessels. This causes a lack of blood flow that is critical when achieving an erection. With our state-of-the-art technology, we're able to stimulate new stem cell growth right in our office with no pills, no needles, no surgery, and no pain.
To book your consultation and get back to natural functionability, call Peak Performance for Men today.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers, and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
You've heard that an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but you still need to see your dentist because getting good dental care is important to your overall health. You know dental bills can take a big bite out of your budget, especially if you're retired or on Medicare. Even a simple cleaning can cost $200. And other procedures like crowns and root canals can cost hundreds, even thousands more. But affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company can help. Give us a call or go online for this free information kit with all the details. This isn't just a discount plan. This is real dental insurance that can help pay for over 350 covered procedures like cleanings, fillings, crowns, even dentures. There are no deductibles, no annual maximum, and you can see any dentist you like. So don't wait. Call now or go online for your free information kit from Physicians Mutual.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
I learned long ago, if you've got the right tools and a little know-how, you can do it yourself. And no wall of mine's gonna get some dime a dozen paint. Pittsburgh Paints and Stains. Premium performance from start to that tough, washable, one-coat finish. It exceeds expectations of what makes great paint. Pittsburgh Paints and Stains.
Get 11% off everything, including Pittsburgh Paints and Stains.
Ashley Home Store's multi-million-dollar clearance event is on now. Save up to 90% off hundreds of floor samples, scratch and dent items, special purchases, and more while they last. Shop sofas, sectionals, beds, dining tables. Everything must go up to 90% off. Only at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
On this Friday night, as Taliban forces seize more territory, the U.S. mission to evacuate Americans in Afghanistan ramps up. How soon could insurgents reach the capital? Plus, why a popular ride-sharing app is taking steps to protect its drivers from violent attacks. And Steve Hartman is on the road with a story that proves birds of a feather really do stick together. The CBS Evening News is just minutes away.
All right, here's Dana with one final check of the forecast. Get outside this weekend.
Oh, yes. If you're not outside this evening, I think you're not taking advantage of all the nice weather. It's gorgeous out right now, and for Saturday and Sunday, we're still mostly sunny, close to 80 for afternoon highs. We'll be in the low 80s for the start of next week with partly sunny skies, and our next system starts to build in by Thursday and Friday, bringing the chance for some showers and thunderstorms, but my goodness, that is well off in the distance, so we are just going to focus on the nice weekend for right now.
Enjoy it, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. The CBS Evening News is next. Hope to see you back here at 6.